Springfield area weather forecast. Partly sunny today, high 72. Partly cloudy tonight, low 55. For tomorrow, partly sunny, high 78. Scattered showers for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with the highs each day in the mid to upper 80s. Overnight low was 54. Yesterday's high, 63. Currently, humidity is at 86%. Winds from the north-northeast at 5 miles an hour, and the pressure at 30.05. Right now, partly sunny skies. We've got 59 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's Mark Turner. I'm Mike Dreeth. Tom Levine will be sliding in to help us this morning with morning grog. Morning coffee. I've got my grog, though, my Highlander grog, and it's mighty fine this morning.
He's got his grog on this morning.
I got a smile on my face. Interesting day in Springfield yesterday, wouldn't you say?
It was crazy.
It really was. I had an opportunity. Representative Bailey's always real nice to return a call.
Yeah.
And I've always appreciated it. He called back. I left a message yesterday afternoon after they escorted him out of the convention center up in Springfield. Good morning, Tom. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Tom joining us. And he called back, and I had one question for him. What are you going to do today? Are you showing up with a mask, or are you going to sit out the whole session, which is just today and tomorrow? And he said he didn't know. He wasn't sure at that point. That was last night about 7:30.
Personally, I kind of think that he's made his point.
Oh, I know he has.
Because I know there are important issues that are going to be debated over the next couple of days at the legislature. Yesterday, not so much. It was kind of one of those things.
Nothing really happened yesterday.
Hey, let's vote to go back into session.
That was his point
All
exactly.
In favor, aye, you know.
That was his point exactly. He said really nothing happened after he was the only story, according to him.
I say that today he shows up in a Trump 2020 mask.
That would be stylish.
I like that.
That would be stylish, and it would make a statement, wouldn't it?
It would make a statement.
You're going to be getting your picture taken as soon as you put it on.
And apparently there are pictures of people in the
gallery or the convention center.
In the convention center, improperly wearing their masks, not wearing their masks, going out, coming back in. And they were clearly more than 6 feet away, each person. So his purpose of the mask was...
His point was there were people inside the convention center that didn't have masks on, and he was the one that got voted out.
Right.
Yeah.
And his other point was they had a place off of the convention center where people that smoked, lawmakers who smoked, went out.
To go out.
They weren't 6 feet away from each other, blowing tobacco on each other. So, I thought you're right, Mark. I thought he made his point. He could have made his point and stayed there.
Yeah, he could have.
But he didn't. Live broadcast coming. Oh, by the way, pork burgers return to Fairfield on Saturday.
Woohoo!
Is that good news
There's
or
a
what?
pork burger cookout on Saturday.
For the Hope Rescue, that's the horse place. And they're going to host the season's first COVID-19 pork burger sale. I don't know if I'd want to call it the COVID-19 pork burger sale.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah, I'd probably not. I'll leave that out of the title. Anyway, it's going to be at the Fairfield Save-A-Lot.
Okay.
On Saturday.
How about the COVID-19 free
There you go.
pork burger sale? Free pork burgers.
This is a Matt Kenny. This is a Matt Kenny one. He knows how to make.
Yeah, he can make
anything.
He can make pork burgers.
Anyway, it's going to be at the Save-A-Lot lot. They're going to start at 9:30. You know how that works in Fairfield?
They'll be gone by 9:15.
Well, now my understanding is since they're doing it on the Save-A-Lot parking lot.
Well, they can go get more.
There's more.
There's going to be inside. Yeah,
be inside, so they can start at 9:30, and they're supposed to go to 1. Mm-hmm. But I think I'd probably get there sooner than later.
And a lot of the proceeds go to the Hope Rescue and Rehabilitation.
That's right.
Of course, Rhonda Coker's.
That's right.
Exactly.
Out east or west of town.
That's right. And they'll deliver.
Great cause.
They'll deliver. If you'd like to give them a call, you can call Rhonda at 618-599-6749 and say, I would like to have
I want some pork burgers.
6 pork burgers today. I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for. Live broadcast. We discussed this morning. We think it's a good thing to do.
Okay.
We're going to do a live broadcast of the Memorial Day service at 11 a.m. on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com from Maple Hill at 11 o'clock on Monday morning. I'll be out there and we'll broadcast. I think that's a good move.
And the cemetery is looking pretty darn good.
You know, they said
right
how many people? They said they got deluged with people.
I talked to Corey Copeland.
Yeah.
I talked to her yesterday about
Putting the flags up.
4:45. She estimated the crowd at about 100 people to put up the flags
Isn't that wonderful?
yesterday at the cemetery. Yeah, that's incredible.
So I mean,
She
they
said
don't,
normally last year
Way to go,
last
Fairfield.
year it took about an hour and a half. This year, half hour, it was done. And that many people helping.
and you didn't even have to offer.
Most
pork
of that time
burgers.
was just unloading flags. So.
I bet it was. So anyway, I bet you it does look beautiful out there.
Oh, I bet it. I know it does.
So, thank you for all that information. I'm very, very happy to have it and that we could share it. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Anything notable in your lives that you need to share here at the beginning of the program? Get it off your chest. We'd be more than happy to discuss any marital problems you might be having. Anything else personal you could share.
We're not the ones who take embarrassing pictures of their spouses and threaten to post them online if you don't get something.
They're right here. On the
Overalls.
phone. They're on this phone right here. I got
Yes,
overalls. I got
did
overalls.
You got over. You didn't wear them today. You said you were going to wear your overalls.
Well, these are less formal.
He's got to break them in.
I do have to break them in.
They're not Sunday go to meeting.
Nope.
Overalls.
These
They're
are Saturday
faded.
morning lift rocks at the cabin kind of wear.
Oh, I can't wait for the picture from Carol this weekend.
I think Carol has been adequately warned about the dissemination of visual material from the cabin. So there. It's time.
Oh.
We want the bunk. Give us the bunk.
Good old bucket of bunk. Ready for you this morning. I think you guys are men of a certain age, so you'll probably remember Dennis Day.
Vaguely.
Neither one of you?
Not really.
Really? Well, he died in 1988, at the age of 72. Dennis Day appeared on the Jack Benny radio and TV show all the way through, quite honestly. He actually came in really early on in the radio show. In 1939, he took the place of another tenor. He was a tenor singer. He always had a song during Jack Benny's program. Mary Livingstone, that was Jack Benny's wife, heard Dennis Day and had Jack go and audition him for the show. He went to New York to do that. And Dennis Day then became a staple on that program. He played sort of even when he was 50 years old, he played the naive boy singer, a character that he kept all the way through the whole thing. Anyway,
If it works, why change it?
Well, I mean, yeah, a 50-year-old guy acting like he could. But anyway, 1948, he married his wife, Peggy. That marriage lasted until his death in 1988. The couple had, drum roll, 10 children.
Whoa.
They were busy.
They sure were.
How did he find time to sing on the Jack Benny show?
Quickly, so that he could get home and get his paycheck back home. He died of Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh.
So that's a bad way to go.
Yeah.
Raymond Burr died. Anyway, it was Dennis Day's birthday today, and Raymond Burr's birthday today. Died in 1993 at the age of 76. Known primarily
Perry Mason.
Perry Mason.
and
Ironside.
yes,
Ironside.
the two big roles in his life. He's also remembered for a role in the 1956 film Godzilla.
Yeah.
He was also, by the way, he reprised that role in 1984 in the film Godzilla, 1985. And he died of cancer in 1993. His personal life came into question at that time, as many details of his biography appeared to be unverifiable.
Oh.
Yeah, it opened a real interesting. By the way, he had this horrible problem throughout most of his life with his weight. His wife never took pictures of him. I'm just going to say that. Anyway, Johnny Carson started using Raymond Burr fat jokes in his monologue.
Yeah.
Infuriated Raymond Burr, who was asked repeatedly to come on the show.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Why come on the show to get made fun of?
Right.
they're bad jokes. He does about not just me, but everybody who can't fight back because they aren't there. And it wouldn't be good for NBC for me to go on and tell him what I think of him. So he never went on. Other false biographical details included, I mean, this is out of his mouth, okay, to a biographer and to newspapers, varying stories about his years of college education. That's a regular thing that happens.
Yeah,
Right.
It happens a lot, yeah.
A variety of institutions where he doesn't really have any record of being enrolled.
Uh-oh.
Being widowed twice, he was only married once.
Hard to be widowed
Maybe
twice.
it was in a previous life in Atlantis.
He was a turtle. Who knows? A son who died young. He never had a son. And here's one that probably, I guarantee you've done this before.
Now,
I'm looking at you.
Now, did Shirley MacLaine tell him all these things?
No,
Okay.
no.
What have I done before?
You have, I'm sure, like I have, spouted claims about successes in high school athletics.
Yeah, a little bit.
I scored 4 touchdowns against Wood River. Well, maybe you need to include that was a freshman game, not a varsity game, okay? Anyway, well, you know, that's just a little tidbit that didn't get into the sentence. I scored 4 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Anyway, most of these claims apparently accepted as fact by the press during Burr's lifetime or up until his death. Now, here's the monster under the bed. He had a relationship with another man the last 20 years of his life.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And they bought and made a winery in California. Mm-hmm. And after he died, the gentleman got everything and renamed it Raymond Burr Winery. And so I think it's still operating.
Okay.
So this is the birthday of Ira Parsegian, who died in 2017 at the age of 94.
The great Notre Dame coach.
Yes, he was. He guided the University of Notre Dame to national championships in 1966 and 73. I don't know if you realize that. They went on a hard stretch where they weren't very good before Parsegian brought them back. Mm-hmm. And in many times they talk about Parsegian, Newt Rockne, and Frank Leahy as the holy trinity of Notre Dame head coaches. There it is right there. He played for the Cleveland Browns as a running back. Don't know if you knew that.
I did
got
not
his,
know
got his hip messed up. Coached at Miami of Ohio and Northwestern before becoming the coach of the Irish in 1964. He proceeded to win 2 national championships. They called it the Era of Era.
Okay.
Not bad,
Yeah,
huh?
not bad.
Not bad at all. Anyway, his record ended up being 95, 17, and 4, giving him the 3rd most wins of any coach in school history behind Rockne and Lou Holtz. Mm-hmm. So there you go. By the way, Jason Miller portrayed Parsegian in the 1993 film Rudy. Yes, which chronicled Rudy Rudiger's determination to overcome his small size and dyslexia and play for Notre Dame. He did in 1974. Parsegian saw Rudiger's drive and placed him on the scout team, but resigned at the end of the year. It was Dan Devine, who is portrayed horribly in this movie.
Is.
Just horribly. He's the one, though, that ended up giving Rudy
The
his chance. And what did Rudy do? He got a sack.
Yeah.
He fulfilled his dream. It's a great sports movie, right? I mean,
it
it's
is.
inspirational.
It is.
Yeah.
May 21st, 1819, bicycles first seen in the United States. In New York City, they were called Swift Walkers. 1891. Get a load of this. A prize fight between a guy by the name of Peter Jackson and Jim Corbett. I believe he was called Gentleman Corbett.
Jim.
Yes. They fought for 61 rounds, only to end in a draw. It's like kissing your sister. 61 rounds. They had to be beaten to a pulp.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't use gloves back then.
Man, a draw.
Unless they just danced around for 60 of those rounds.
Well, I'm not watching that.
Okay, the fix is on. Let's just dance around till somebody gets...
You doing your Macho Man voice there? Macho Man never boxed, he wrestled.
But the arena sold out of beer, it sold out of pretzels, sold out of popcorn.
And they got a cut of those sales.
Yes, they did. Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
1940s.
We're getting a cut.
You winning this round, I'm winning this round. Who's up?
Yeah, let's keep it a draw as long as I don't go down. 1947, Joe DiMaggio and 5 of his New York Yankee teammates fined $100 by the club because they would not fulfill contract requirements to do promotional duties for the team. Wow, a real slap on the wrist, huh?
Yeah.
It might have been more.
$100.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to that children's hospital. Take $100 away from me. 1968, the nuclear-powered, I remember this as a child, nuclear-powered U.S. submarine Scorpion with 99 men aboard was last heard from. The remains of the sub were later found on the ocean floor 400 miles southwest of the Azores. That was a shock to the country at that time. The movie The Empire Strikes Back premiered in 1980. It was released, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1982, the British landed on the Falkland Islands, which was also an interesting skirmish back in 82. In music news, on May 21st, John Lennon and Loco
Ono.
that's a pretty good name.
You're you know.
John
Loco
Lennon
Yoko.
and Yoko Ono began a 10-day bed-in
For peace.
in Montreal's Queen Elizabeth Hotel. I don't think Carol and I could get past a couple hours. You know what I mean? 10 days. 10 days. And with media in the room,
Right.
microphones. You know, I mean, they'd pick up stuff like, for me, you take another picture of me sitting on the porch.
What they do when they had to go to the bathroom? Do they get like a 5-minute break every hour to go? Or?
I don't know.
Otherwise, I wouldn't want to be there past one day.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I mean, did they get a shower break, or did somebody just come in with a pail of water and douse them like they did on Laugh In?
John and Loco.
Yoko, oh no.
1970, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young recorded the song Ohio.
Oh yeah, great one.
Great song. Great song that captures...
Four dead in Ohio.
Nixon's calling, right? Isn't he in that?
Yeah.
Sure is.
Okay.
How
Well-
about the Kent State Massacre?
One of those wonderful protest kind of songs that has lived on for decades afterward, but captured a snapshot in time in our history.
Yeah.
Right.
Certainly did.
All right, well, the question of the day
Uh-oh.
I thought was topical. It didn't catch fire, but it has a very interesting result. The Carnaby Square question of the day, and of course you know, Carnaby Square is
Fashion leader.
in downtown Fairfield. Anyway, the question is, should state lawmakers be required to wear face masks during this week's session of the legislature? Pretty interesting how this one came out. We'll tell you the results here on Morning Grog, Morning Coffee on WFIW. Stay here.
Carnaby is taking appointments or allowing 3 customers in at a time. Your safety is important to the Carnaby girls. New multiples and Charlie B have arrived. Stream Carnaby's Facebook page or check out their window. At Carnaby, they love personally assisting you, curb, ship, or by appointment. Call 842-7318 for a one-on-one shopping experience. We're all in this together. Don't forget to join Christy on Facebook for Walkthrough Wednesdays, live at 9:30 a.m. Stay safe and be smart. Uniquely Rustique would like to thank all of their customers for their continued support. They are covered up with Memorial Day flowers. Stop by for ready-made arrangements or get flowers and supplies to make your own. All cards are 45 cents each. Now is the perfect time to send cards to the special people in your life. They are open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 3. Curbside pickup and delivery available. Call 842-3544. Shop Uniquely Rustique for a truly unique shopping experience.
Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics are here for you now during COVID-19 like we've always been at our clinics in McLeansboro and Carmine. And now through our virtual care clinic. Have a live video chat with your local provider. Ask questions, get a diagnosis, and even get medication prescribed while using your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Also available for behavioral health needs and physical and occupational therapies. Visit hmhospital.org or simply call either of the Hamilton Memorial Clinic locations.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when a mob in Iran seized the U.S. Embassy, took hostages, and demanded the return of the Shah? Ted Kennedy told us.
Today I formally announce that I'm a candidate for President of the United States.
1 week later, Ronald Reagan took the plunge.
I am here to announce my intention to seek the Republican nomination.
Willie Stargell, Keith Hernandez, and Don Baylor were picked as baseball's MVPs. 80 million people watch Jaws on TV. And here's what the radio sounded like.
Cool change.
All these songs came out together. But when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. Gala, Fuji, or Red Delicious apples, 99 cents a pound. A pint package of grape tomatoes, 2 for $3. 50-pound russet potatoes, $14.99. And Vidalia onions, 99 cents a pound. Prices mentioned are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store, located on West Main Street in Fairfield.
November 1979. Babe, I love you.
Styx and Babe, the top song of November 1979. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
We know staying in is a little easier when you can grill out. That's why Ace will help you get a great grill for your family from the best brands like Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Weber. And with your local Ace right in your neighborhood, we'll assemble and deliver your grill for free. Then, to make it even easier, we'll include free fuel to help you get grilling. The brands you love and the service you trust, only at Ace. Offer valid for Ace Rewards members through May 31st on grills and accessories $3.99 and up. Propane tank not included. See participating stores for scheduling or exclusions.
At Walgreens, we know summer may look a little different this year. That's why we've made it easier to enjoy the moments you do make with new ways to shop. With shop online and pick up in our drive-thru, or quick same-day delivery on select items with Postmates, you can keep summer going. This week, find great deals like select varieties of Frito-Lay chips for $1.88 and Dr. Pepper 12-packs, 3 for $7.99. Walgreens. Offers valid with card while supplies last. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See walgreens.com for details.
Well, we're back on Morning Coffee, and question of the day, the Carnaby Square question of the day. Should state lawmakers be required to wear face masks during the week and the session of the legislature in Springfield? Of course, yesterday's news was that at least one, our state representative, Darren Bailey, said, no, I'm not going to wear one. It is to be determined as to whether or not he will wear one today as the second day of the 3-day session.
I think he's shooting himself in his foot if he doesn't.
Especially since nothing went on yesterday.
Well, that's the point. His point would be, I didn't miss anything.
Yeah,
the only thing they did definitively yesterday was try to embarrass me.
Now he's made his point.
Yes. So we'll see.
He's made his point. Let's get back into...
That's certainly up to him.
Let's see how the ball rolls from here.
Yes, this was very interesting. We had 208 votes. Okay, so normally we have an average around 300, but so it was not, considering all the news, I thought it was interesting that it was 208 votes. But here's the really interesting part. In this area, with our listeners and the people that are on our Facebook page, 71% of the people thought that state lawmakers should be required to wear a mask.
And they voted yesterday to require them to wear masks.
Only 71%. I mean, 71%
said yes.
Said
you have
yes.
to wear the mask.
And I thought that was a large number.
Yeah.
It surprised me.
Yeah. 1,430 people reached on the Carnaby Square question of the day. And let me just say.
No comments at all on this.
None. Nobody put a comment on. Nobody
Okay.
would have their name associated with it. Isn't that interesting, too? We normally have 10 or 15 comments.
Here's the thing I found interesting about the whole mask business was that they had all apparently been tested for COVID-19 and had passed the test in order to get into the building. So if you have been tested and you test negative, don't have the COVID.
Right.
And so what purpose is a mask? And those people are pretty far apart.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're at least 10 feet apart.
Yeah.
And there were people in the building that did
not have masks or were improperly wearing their masks.
A lot of information on both sides of this one, quite honestly. Well, if you would like for Brian Reitner to wear a mask coming into your house, I'm sure he'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
He'll do it to be able to help you out. He's, of course, the main guy at Reitner Heating and Air Conditioning, the local authority in geothermal, as well as he'll take care of your regular needs. He sells and specializes in rood and pane furnaces. But he really loves to do the geothermal. He likes to do that because he can save you some money. There's federal tax credits for geothermal if he installs it for you, and a $1,500 rebate if Wayne White Co-op is the business that provides you power. And if you have an old furnace, maybe you want Brian Sundust to come in and take a look at it, see if they can make it more efficient. All you have to do is call Brian and tell him, please, that you heard about it on Morning Coffee at 618-214-2593.
Illinois is number 10 in the nation of states with the most pregnancy announcement tweets during the coronavirus lockdown.
What else do we have to do?
We're number 10.
Health and wellness site bodynutrition.org tracked Twitter over the last 2 months and mapped out 10 states. Texas is number 1, Georgia second, followed by Maryland, Hawaii, Arizona, Indiana, California, North Carolina, Nevada, and Illinois.
That's what you say when you're home and
Illinois
the honey's
making
there.
some noise.
And the honey's there and there's nothing else to do. You say, how are you?
How are ya? How are ya?
Well, by the way, just for a moment, we don't seem to get through a show without talking about Brother Dave. Okay? Brother Dave Rigg. I was talking earlier about, people like Raymond Burr. Raymond Burr changed his entire biography, and a lot of it was fiction. Okay? Well, Brother Dave sends me a text saying he scored 3 touchdowns against Fairfield. I guess he was a running back for the Edwards County Lions back in the day, way back in the day. This is before helmets. I think that's part of the problem. Okay,
it was just a pickup game, but
no, 3 touchdowns, he says, and so I wanted to add that we were talking. I mean, over the years, and here's what's going to happen. And people don't realize that story.
Yeah,
I did look it up. He did score 3 touchdowns against Fairfield, and each time
that was once a year.
Yes, well,
that was all 3 years of his playing.
He scored 3 touchdowns against Fairfield. And each time he did, and some people do little dances in the end zone.
Yeah.
Some people spike the ball.
Right.
He peed on the goalpost.
Peed on the goalpost.
Peed on the goalpost.
And then the cheerleaders raised him up and carried him off the field.
No, that would be messy. I have people sending me information now going, was that a freshman game? Was that a freshman game? No, it was varsity. That's what he's saying.
It was in JFL when he was a sophomore.
Look it up. Look it up in his autobiography, the Dave Riggs story.
Or better yet, just call him. He'll tell you.
Do you know what the name of his autobiographical book that's over in the Edwards County Library?
Red Jacket?
I Wear a Red Jacket.
I wear a red jacket, yeah.
That's right. For 52 years. Many broadcasters say nobody can make it in podcasting. Okay?
Okay.
We do podcasts
You
here.
can't anymore. You
Well,
can.
They said you got to go make a name in commercial broadcasting and then flop over into
podcasting.
And that's one of the guys that has been incredibly successful going to satellite was the shock jock
Howard Stern.
Yes. And he's the one that said you can't podcast and make money. Well, here's an example of where he is wrong. Joe Rogan's podcast.
Now, Rogan, if you're not familiar, played the engineer on News Radio,
Yeah.
the TV show.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
And he hosted some TV show called I'm Going to Do Weird Things or something like that.
Joe Rogan's I'm Going to Do Weird Things with a red jacket
I don't
on.
know.
So one of those reality TV shows.
Where you'd have to eat a hamburger while lying in a coffin filled with cockroaches.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misnamed that book, that Rig book.
Okay.
It's called Don't Pee on Me. That's what it says. All right. Anyway, Joe Rogan has a deal now with Spotify, which is an audio service,
It's
right?
like a music sharing service.
Right. Used to be where you where you went to pirate music, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, they gave him a contract worth $100 million based on metrics and milestones from the Wall Street Journal. That amount is the value of the streaming service's multi-year licensing agreement for the Joe Rogan Experience. And that's what he calls his podcast. The show will move to Spotify on September 1st and become exclusive to the platform later this year. $100 million.
Yeah, we had a contract as well for our podcast.
Right.
But they wanted us to pay.
You pay us $100 million.
Yeah, well, no, actually, they didn't want $100 million. They only want $100. You pay us $100, we'll let
put
you
you
stay
on. We'll put you on. We'll put you on right next to. We'll put you next to Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do. We podcast.
Yeah.
We podcast this if you consider the YouTube thing.
We podcast the heck out of things.
We've got all of our
Several.
programs.
Yeah.
So I mean, we haven't
Several pods available.
We haven't driven that kind of revenue into the model.
Little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just haven't,
Red
just
X's
we
in the
just
back
haven't
of our
found the
necks.
escape pod yet.
That's right. Did you hear they're going to have a salvage operation to go back down to the Titanic?
You know, I heard something about that.
They're going down to see if they can retrieve the Marconi telegraph machine that was used to send distress messages the night the boat sank in 1912. How much do you think that thing's worth now? And how well preserved, considering it's been down there 100+ years? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
They say they're going to hopefully go in. How creepy would this?
Okay, you'd have to think that this thing was encased in a wooden box.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At that, in that far deep, I think wood
Disintegrate.
does it. I think it might.
Oh, you'd think it'd have to.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be preserved.
Eventually.
I don't think so.
Anyway, they say they're going to try to avoid cutting into the ship, which I think is protected in some way, if I'm not mistaken.
There is some type of, it's against the law to do that, I think.
So this is the thing that I just find creepy. You know that thing is in the bowels of that ship.
Right.
And you're going to have to find a way.
You have to get to the radio room.
First of all, you're going to have the graphics, the
plans.
The plans.
Floor plans.
To know where you think
those,
it is.
And you
Right.
have those, yeah.
And then you're going to have to go down and through several decks in scuba diving gear.
Yeah, that deep, it's
No,
not.
Oh, maybe not.
You have to do a remote.
Was that what you do? Would you send in a remote
Yeah,
robot?
You
Yeah.
have to. You have to.
A person couldn't do that. That's too
No,
deep, right?
That's too deep,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, anyway, that's what the whole goal is, to be able to pull that out.
Why? I mean, are they going to try and see if there were any
I don't know,
problems
something
with
about
it, something didn't get out, or
they for some reason they want to uncover secrets about missed warning messages and distress calls from the ship. How could you recover that from the machine from 110 years ago?
Exactly.
I don't know.
There's no memory back then.
No, it has nothing to do
Not
with
like there's a flash drive.
And I don't think the radio operator survived.
Probably not.
They couldn't interview him afterwards. Well, I sent him. I did.
Not enough RAM in that son of a gun. All right. Let's see here. Actors in Thailand are starting the movie process again, but here are the rules for any movie being done. And I'm not sure. I've ever seen a good Thai movie. Their food's excellent, but I'm not too sure that I've seen a good Thai movie. No kissing, no touching, no fighting, which is really tough on the adult film industry. I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
It's going to be very difficult.
First film is My Dinner with Andre, the Thai version.
Actors are returning to work, but must follow social distancing. How do you get everybody to talk to each other from 6 feet away?
I don't know. Clever editing tricks.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got a choice. I got a choice for trivia.
Oh, good.
Okay. I can either do vacation spots, or who's on first. Which do you prefer?
What was the second one again?
Who's on first?
That's got
Questions about Abbott and Costello.
Oh, Abbott
routine,
Costello
who's
or
on first?
vacations. You pick. I'm looking at you.
Let's go vacations.
Vacations.
Let's do the vacations.
Vacations. Okay. Who's on first in the wings? All right. This one's pretty. I will give you some choices on some of the questions.
Okay.
What state is the home to the world's largest peanut? Should be pretty easy.
Yeah,
I got a pretty good idea.
Which of the following can be found in Minnesota? The Garden of the Gods, the world's largest pecan, the Spam Museum, or Albert, the world's largest bull?
I think I know that one.
Albert, the world's largest
Bull.
Yeah.
B-U-L-L.
Oh, bull! I thought you were talking about something like Jethro eats cereal out of it. I had no idea. Okay, fine.
Or how Mark says you water in a pan and put it under some heat and get it to bubble.
Yeah, the bowl order. Yeah.
The bowl order, yeah.
Get a bowl. Get a bowl going. South of the border is a tourist attraction announced by 250 billboards along Interstate 95. What state does south of the border occupy? Which state is not present at the Four Corners? New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, or Colorado?
I think maybe I should
Number
have picked who's on first.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, first question in who's on first is who's on first.
It's a good start.
Ice. Which state does not lay claim to the world's smallest church? Georgia, Arizona, North Carolina, or Iowa?
Okay.
The Boll Weevil Monument.
The Boll Weevil?
Boll Weevil. That's Boll.
Yeah.
Is in which Alabama town? Birmingham, Enterprise, Tuscaloosa, or Mobile?
Okay.
Which Iowa town lays claim to be the future birthplace of Captain James Tiberius Kirk?
Oh, man. I just saw that movie. Oh, man. Okay.
All right.
Which town has never held the title of having the world's largest chair? Anniston, Alabama, Gardner, Massachusetts, Stockbridge, Georgia, or Thomasville, North Carolina?
Yeah, it's a
You
toss
can
up.
throw Casey, Illinois in there, too.
They have a big chair up there.
Big
You can
rocket
throw
chair.
you can throw Alton, Illinois, in too. They've got the Masonic Lodge chair of Robert Wadlow.
Yeah.
Number 9. Which of the following towns does not claim to be the home of the white squirrel? Marionville, Missouri, Olney, Illinois, Waterloo, Nebraska, Kenton, Tennessee. Threw that question in there just because Olney was in it.
Yeah.
There are other towns that call themselves the home of the white squirrel.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
All right, and number 10.
By the way, they're kind of an off-white. Just want to say, they're kind of great. They're dirty squirrels. They need to scrub their squirrels up in Olney. I'm just saying that because I went up there looking for a snow white squirrel. No such thing.
Okay. All right.
All right. Which city does not have, this is your number 10, which city does not have an Elvis museum? Kissimmee, Florida, Memphis, Tennessee, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, or Clanton, Alabama?
Wow.
All right.
There's a lot of things that now I'm going to be going to see by virtue of the questions that Tom has just shared with us.
Got your vacation
I have
plans
actually
for the
15
summer.
questions.
We've got some answers coming back on Morning Coffee. Stay here.
Complete HVAC is concerned about your indoor air quality, so they are offering for a limited time a high-efficiency media filter cabinet, $120 value free of charge when you purchase a Carrier Complete system, furnace with AC or heat pump. The filter has an exceptionally large surface area which traps airborne pollutants and irritants regardless of the season and provides a cleaner, fresher air. Turn to the experts at Complete HVAC, your Carrier dealer in Albion. Call Stu or Sam at 618-445-3329 today for a free estimate.
During this troubling time, we at the CRHBC Fairfield Community Health Center, along with the CRHBC Albion Community Health Center, want you to know that we are open and ready to serve you. To keep patients safe and healthy, our clinic is making every effort to see well patients in the morning and sick patients in the afternoon. Are you unable to come in? Not a problem. We can offer virtual visits by telephone or through our telehealth network. Call us today at 1-800-408-7351.
Rothrock Auction will have an online-only auction for Runyon Nursery in Olney. Bidding will run through May 28th at 7 p.m. An open house will be held on Tuesday, May 26th from 4 to 6 p.m. with social distancing required. Go to rothrockauction.com and follow the link for bidding and to view items. There will be greenhouses, landscaping items, trucks, trailer tractors, office, lawn, and miscellaneous items up for bid. Visit rothrockauction.com for complete sale bill.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
How does the 2020 census affect representation? An accurate count will determine how many seats Illinois gets in the U.S. House. That number is based off our state's population. Shape the future. Learn more at 2020census.gov. This message brought to you by the Wayne County Health Department. WFIW 104.9 at WFIWradio.com. 11 before 9 now. Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler on the phone. Good morning, Sheldon.
Good morning, Mark.
All right, our trivia this morning has to do with vacation spots. Help us out here. What's your favorite vacation spot?
I don't take vacations.
Okay, good enough. You work all the time, huh?
I mean, is it going to be? It's got to be somewhere in like the Quad County area. I really don't get out of Wayne White, Edward, Hamilton very often. You know.
All right. Okay.
Well, when you do get out, you get out in a Jeep.
That's true. That's
I do.
true.
And
you've got
the old Jeep doesn't get very far though.
Sheldon's a dull boy. He needs to get out more.
I'm very dull.
All right. So what do you got going on over there to Le Mans?
Well, you know what? It's not raining.
Yeah.
Woohoo! That's me knocking on wood on my desk. It's not raining. Man, we've got some great deals on the new. We talked about the Enclave, I think, a few discussions ago, but we've got the Envision, the next step down, the what I would consider their mid-size crossover. We've sold a lot of those things, but they have $6,750 in rebates on these.
That's
these
incredible.
These are not holdover 19s. These are new 20s. And I think that we have a $37,490 very well-equipped Envision priced at $28,750.
That's like $9,000 off, man.
Yes.
You guys are going crazy over there.
Well, we've been that way for quite a while, but hey. I guess maybe thanks for just now noticing, but and or there's a 0% for 84 option on it as well.
Okay. So you get either or, right? You get the $9,000 off, or you get 0% for 84 months.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
All right.
I've got a new Renegade out front. It's actually an 18 model that was one of our service demos, but it's a very well-equipped Latitude, but it's time for it to go. It's got 3,000 or 4,000 miles somewhere in that range on it, but I have marked it $10,000 off MSRP. It is $18,350. And it's a very well-equipped little Renegade.
You said $83,350?
18. No.
Oh, $18,350.
Easy now. Don't cut me that bad, Mark.
I'm just trying to help out the customers.
That's right.
All right.
It is only $83.50 with $10,000 down.
All right. Okay. Well, that works. That works. All right. Of course, all the inventory can be seen online at LeMansOnline.com, or you can call for an appointment to come shopping for a new car.
That is correct. If you still need us, we can do test drives at your place. We can deliver your new vehicle to your house. Hey, I'm going to say these guys, Saturday's actually my day off. I guess they didn't realize it was a holiday weekend, but these guys will probably want to get out of here about noon Saturday, and we are going to be closed Monday.
All right. Thanks, Sheldon. Appreciate the visit. We will talk to you, I guess, next Thursday then, right?
There you go. You guys have a great Memorial Day weekend.
You too, Sheldon. Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Your Fairfield area weather forecast calling for partly sunny skies today, high 72, partly cloudy tonight, low 55, partly sunny, 78 tomorrow. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday looking rainy, scattered showers each day with the highs in the low to mid 80s. Overnight low was 54, yesterday's high 63. The humidity is at 85%. Winds are out of the northwest at about 4 miles an hour, and the pressure is holding at 30.05. Right now, we've got some partly sunny skies and 61 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good this morning. Nothing showing up anywhere in the area in terms of precipitation.
Well, we're on vacation in trivia today.
On vacation, yeah. Vacation destination. So, question number 1. Which state is home to the world's largest peanut?
Well, take a shot that's Georgia.
Georgia is correct.
Is that on Jimmy Carter's farm?
No.
How big is the peanut, by the way? Any idea?
I don't have any idea.
Okay.
It's not a real peanut.
No.
Okay, all right.
They have several water towers that are actually peaches. Look like peaches.
Yes. Oh, that's cool.
Which of the following can be found in Minnesota? The Garden of the Gods, the world's largest pecan, Spam Museum, or Albert, the world's largest bowl?
The Spam Museum.
I would have guessed that too.
Spam Museum is correct.
Woohoo! That's not bad.
South of the border is a tourist attraction announced by 250 billboards along the Interstate I-95. Which state does it occupy?
I'm going to say Arizona.
New Mexico.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
South
I was
Carolina.
on the wrong side. How's that south of the border?
Well, I guess that's south of the North Carolina border.
Oh, that's terrible.
The place is called south of the border. Whatever this place is.
I just assumed that it was either going to be California, Arizona, New Mexico, or
Someplace
Texas.
along the southern.
Yes, that's what I
A
thought.
town where all the restaurants are Taco Bell.
Clearly, I was wrong.
Which state is not present at the Four Corners? New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, or Colorado?
I think they're all there.
Nevada is correct.
Well, yeah. Way to go, bud.
Thanks.
I thought it was a trick question.
Utah, by the way, is the other
Yeah.
state
Other
of
the
the
four
corners.
corners. Which state does not lay claim to the world's smallest church? Georgia, Arizona, North Carolina, or Iowa?
I said Iowa.
I'd say Iowa, too.
North Carolina.
North Carolina, okay.
The Boll Monument is in which Alabama town? Birmingham, Enterprise, Tuscaloosa, or Mobile?
I'd say Birmingham.
I'm going to say it's in Tuscaloosa.
It is north of Birmingham in Enterprise.
Enterprise,
Alabama.
Yeah.
Got a rental car there, you know.
Yes, you can.
They'll pick you up
Which
and drive you to the
and the thing about the one in Alabama is you'll have a nice hot bag of boiled peanuts in the car.
You know what? I love to boil peanuts.
I think it's a trick the Southerners are playing on us Northerners. Oh yeah, boiled peanuts. You can eat them.
I
They're
love
good.
I love to boil peanuts.
I think they're awful. All right.
Did
you flavor them.
Did you know I-95 goes from New York City to Key West?
No, I did not.
No.
Okay.
Bruce just told me that.
Okay. Which Iowa town claims to be the future birthplace of Captain James Tiberius Kirk?
I'm going to say Cedar Rapids.
Davenport.
Riverside.
Riverside.
From out in the hall.
All right. Good job by the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
The big peanut gallery out here.
Not the world's largest peanut gallery, but
No.
which town has never held the title of having the world's largest chair? Anniston, Alabama, Gardner, Massachusetts, Stockbridge, Georgia, or Thomasville, North Carolina?
Got to be Stockbridge.
I'm going to say North Carolina.
Stockbridge, Georgia.
Woohoo!
Good job.
He's on
He
fire.
is, he is fire.
Should go out and buy a lottery ticket.
Scratch
that
off.
I wouldn't win.
Yeah.
Which of the following towns does not claim to be the home of white squirrels? Marionville, Missouri, Albany, Illinois, Waterloo, Nebraska, or Kenton, Tennessee?
I'm going to say Kenton, Tennessee.
Me too.
Waterloo, Nebraska.
Everybody else claims
Has
to be
home of white
the
squirrels.
home of white squirrels.
You know why they don't claim? Because they had white squirrels at one time and they met their Waterloo.
Ba-dum-bum.
Ba-da-ba.
Wow.
I'm here all week. Tip your waitress.
Well, I can make that. I can change that.
Which city?
Tip me.
Which city does not have an Elvis museum? Kissimmee, Florida. I said it right that time. Memphis, Tennessee, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, or Clanton, Alabama?
I'm going to say Clanton, Alabama.
I have to say that as well.
Clanton, Alabama is correct.
You know, there's one, if you go on I-70, right before you get into, it's about halfway between St. Louis and Columbia. Off the side of the road, there's no exit. I don't know how you even get there, but there's a great big sign that says Elvis Museum. And I mean, that looks like, they bring in maybe 12, 13 people a year. But
it's a booming business.
I've often wanted to just, stop and circle around and,
And find it.
find a way to
Elvis
get to
Museum.
it. Yeah. But, I don't understand what could you possibly have that's not been collected by other people? I mean, you got a kerchief that was thrown at you from a Hawaiian concert or something?
He's got a piece of chewing gum that was scraped off the bottom of a seat at a movie that Elvis went to once.
Elvis just seems to get bigger.
He does.
Well, do you remember when they had the stamp?
Right.
You had two choices. They
Young
had Make
Elvis.
America one. Yeah, young, vibrant Elvis and old, fat, drug-ridden Elvis. And young, vibrant Elvis won.
That's right.
In that stamp. So that's the kind of stamp we've got.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. Tomorrow's guest is... We don't have a guest!
It's us again.
Maybe we'll take the
It's been
who's
2
on
months,
first.
2 months without having somebody other than KO come in on Wednesday.
All right.
Isn't that interesting?
That is.
All right, Friday, we'll be here. We hope you will be as well. And have a great day. This is Morning Coffee signing out.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
It's what you've been looking for. WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, and WFIWradio.com, the news leader in southeastern Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, downtown Wayne City. No one beats their prices on Serta iComfort mattresses. See weekly pictures and prices on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The weekly unemployment number, another 2.4 million new claims. White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow tells Fox.
You're actually seeing small signs of an improving economy. Small signs, to be sure. Automobile driving is up, gas prices are up, oil prices are up, housing demand is up.
A Census Bureau survey finds nearly 1 in 5 Americans worry about making next month's rent or mortgage payment. The man who shot 3 people at a shopping complex in Glendale, Arizona, is identified by people who know him as a 20-year-old from the area. He posted video on social media before being taken into custody. Officer Tiffany Galula says about the victims.
One person we believe to be in critical condition was transported to a local Valley hospital, while 2 others have non-life-threatening injuries at this time.
No word why the shooter may have done it. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Jeff Vaughn with today's news headlines. Governor J.B. Pritzker's office has withdrawn rules that could have